and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, late into the night here, where we have just seen a ridiculous game. It is as simple as that here. The Copa del Rey semi-final between Barca and Atletico was absolutely... it was chaos. It was simply chaos. And at the end of it all, I think we've got several conclusions. Number one, this was an incredibly entertaining game. There was not one single boring minute within it. There was brilliance, there was magic, there was a real emphatic feel about the game, and we looked as though we'd made an incredible comeback. And then it all fell apart. We are going to be talking from minute one right the way up until the agonising ending. There were some magical moments, but there was also complete and utter disaster. It is all coming up, guys. A roller coaster ride. Join me for it here. And let's do this. Because even in terms of the starting lineup tonight, guys, there was a big surprise in there, or maybe not so surprising from Hansi Flick there, to leave Robert Lewandowski on the bench. And that was a big decision that he had to make here in this Copa del Rey semi-final first leg, remember. And instead there, Ferran Torres getting a big opportunity, and it was a big opportunity for him tonight. It was a really important game to show what he could do from the start. Flick put his faith in him, and unfortunately, as we're about to see, he did not deliver on that faith from the start of the game right here tonight. With Frenkie de Jong partnering Pedri in midfield there tonight, Frenkie being preferred to Marc Asado. That was the other big call that Flick had to make. But let's be honest, guys, the start was woeful. I mean, the start from Barca, it was a complete and utter disaster. You know, for the first few minutes of this game, I was thinking, do they know that we kicked off? Do they know this is a semi-final there? Atletico Madrid scored after 51 seconds in this game, and to be honest, we started the game in the same way that we ended the game, as we're going to go on to. But look, Atletico Madrid's opening goal, brilliant ball in from Antoine Griezmann, little flick on there. Guess who actually did that? It was Clement Lenglet. We won't speak about him, but it was actually flicked on there to the back post. Julian Alvarez coming in, and Atletico Madrid had an early lead. Now, that was bad enough. That was a really terrible start. And then it got even worse. I mean, we didn't just concede one, we conceded two in the opening 6 minutes of the game, and it was really slack play from Barca. Koundé gives away a really cheap ball. Alvarez then skips past Frenkie effortlessly, round Pau Cubarsi, and then down the middle of the field, Griezmann's all alone. He's able there to just explode into the space that opened up for him down the middle, and he finds the finish past Szczesny there. Atletico 2-0 up, and you look at the sidelines, Flick was absolutely fuming there. He threw his coat off. He was clearly glaring at the players. It was almost as though, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing out there on the field? What is happening right now? We were absolutely shell-shocked. In those opening minutes there, Atleti were beating us to every single ball. You could understand the frustration from Flick. But what I also do have to say is, we never lost belief, though. I mean, you've got to give the players here a certain amount of credit that they did actually stand up. They had a terrible start, conceded those 2 early goals, but they did dig in. They did make sure that, okay, we're going to reset now, we're going to get back to the game plan, and we're going to work hard to turn this around. And to their credit, it looked as though they had, because early on there, Ferran Torres, he got a real chance on goal here. He's set through by Rafinha, he's onside, he's in on goal, and I don't think Ferran understood how much time he had there, how much opportunity he had to just keep going. You know, he hits this very early outside the box. He could have kept going there. He had the time, he had the space, and the finish is awful. I mean, this is a shocking finish from Ferran. He scuffs it there. There's no power on it at all, and it's an easy save here for Musso, the goalkeeper. Oblak was actually on the bench tonight, luckily for us. But the belief was growing. You know, Barca were moving in the right direction at that point in the game. We were starting to get the fans with us again as well. Good atmosphere, I've got to say, inside the Olympic Stadium tonight. We put the pressure, continued to put it on Atleti, and then the goal did arrive there. The opening goal for Barca. Yamal plays it into Koundé. Good little ball outside the foot, in behind the Atleti defence, and then Koundé with an absolutely brilliant cutback there, nicely weighted on the floor. Pedri's arriving. Now he is calm in front of of goal, and Ferran actually does a good job to jump over this, make sure that he didn't get in the way of Pedri's finish. Really good goal. Pedri, as always, so important, so influential in our team. Really, really important goal there to get us back in it inside of 20 minutes of the game. And then we were really on top of Atleti. Then we started ramping up the pressure, and we got back on level terms. And I mean, the way we did it was absolutely incredible there. Rafinha with a great corner in. And I love this goal there. The noise, the celebration from Pau Cubarsi. He's towering. He wants that ball more than anybody else out there. Brilliant header, powerfully into the back of the net. And we got it. We done it. We made the comeback there. 2 goals each. And Barca really did respond well. And at that point in the game, the crowd were bouncing. The stadium was really, really energetic. And we were ready to take the lead in this game. And then, guys, Ferran had another chance. And this one again, he does everything right. He takes on the ball. He makes a brilliant run. Lots of intelligence in the play. Takes it round the goalkeeper. He's done the hard part. And he doesn't score. And you just think here, Ferran has been brilliant coming off the bench. He really, really has. He's been looking so promising in his displays. He gets a massive chance in the starting lineup tonight. Misses 2 massive chances there. That is not good from Ferran. This was his opportunity to make it known to Flick. Okay, you can count on me. I can deliver. We could have done with those extra goals tonight. We could have done with any cushion that we could have gained. We were not able to do that there with Ferran, but we did take the lead incredibly before half-time. And what about this? It's another goal from a corner. Now, I cannot believe that Atletico Madrid conceded 2 goals there from corner kicks. That is absolutely unheard of. And again, it's Rafinha with yet another assist. It's a brilliant delivery. Inigo Martinez this time it is. Round the back, round the corner, storming in. And Barca have the lead in this game. 3 goals to 2. And going into half-time, we were thinking, okay, this is absolutely incredible. We are mental monsters. We were 2-0 down against Atletico Madrid. Tough team to play, tough team to score against. And already we have come back and we are 3-2 ahead. Now, my question would be, did we think we'd done it? Because that can sometimes be the case here when you go down in a game, when you make then a comeback to get back on the score sheet, to get back level, to then take the lead. Was there a sense from Barca in that second half that, okay, we've done what we needed to do. We can relax again now. We weren't quite bringing the same intensity, the same urgency in our play. And I think Atleti, they really did start to believe again. You know, it was a game here that switched momentum so many different times. And Szczesny there early in the second half was called into action. I think we were very wary of what Atletico Madrid could do on the counter-attack, or at least we should have been. You know, we know they've got players there who can really hurt you. We had to stay attentive to that. Atleti also had a goal disallowed. That also should have set the alarm bells ringing there. That we did well to catch them off. You know, the offside trap standing up on that occasion. And of course then, we were in absolute dreamland, because all night long, guys, I've got to say this here, Lamine Yamal had Javi Galan on toast. He was absolutely shredding him. You know, he will want to look for a different position after this game, probably, because Yamal turned him inside out. But actually on the goal here that makes it 4-2 to Barca, it's Yamal up against Reinildo, and he skins him as well. He absolutely dominated that side there. Brilliant cutback. The nutmeg here to supply Robert Lewandowski. It is effortless. It is beautiful. It is vintage Yamal, and we have a 4-2 lead. And my frustration is, we should be bouncing after this game. We should be on cloud 9 right now, thinking we went 2-0 down, we turned it all around, we made an incredible comeback, we were 4-2 up, we close it out. You have to close that out there. You cannot leave the door open for a team like Atletico Madrid, led by Diego Simeone. They will never give up. You know, if you relax, if you think, okay, job's done now, we've had it, especially when it's a 2-leg tie, you've got to be thinking, you've got to be switched on. And Barca let it happen again. I mean, we saw this when we played Atleti in the reverse fixture. We dominated that game. Back in La Liga, back in December, we dominated it. And towards the end of it, we let it slip. You can't make that mistake again. And letting one in was bad enough. Marcos Llorente there scoring a powerful drive from the edge of the box. Get one back for Atletico Madrid there. Deflected as well off Gavi. And you could tell by the celebration of Diego Simeone there. He knew that was a significant moment, not only in this tie, but in this game. Because then you got Sorloth, who comes off the bench again. And you're thinking, no, this cannot happen again. He cannot score again in the last minutes of the game. And he does. They have done it again, Atletico. They have escaped from our stadium with something they did not deserve. We were the better team. We played the better football. We were on top. But it means nothing if you don't close it out. And this has to be a lesson for Barca. We've got massive games coming up. We've got big Champions League games over 2 legs. Games are never done. You can never, ever afford to relax, to take things easy, to think that you've done enough against these kinds of teams. And Atleti tonight, they taught us a valuable lesson. This is now wide open, and I mean wide open, ahead of the second leg. That's not even coming until April, but we should be feeling so differently tonight. That's the frustration. That's where the anger and the disappointment is right now. We've done the hard bit. You know, this for me was a Ferran Torres-like performance. There was promise, there was optimism, you did so much right, you did so much well, you think you've done it, you think you're going to score the goal, and it all goes wrong. We've got to look at that. We have to bounce back here from that kind of late setback, and we simply have to learn again from this late collapse against an Atletico Madrid team, guys. So please let me know in the comments down below. I mean, how are you feeling? Such a roller coaster of emotions. Terrible start, terrible end, lots of good in the middle. What did you make of it all, guys? Please let me know all of your thoughts, all of your feelings down below. It is late into the night. I'm feeling very tired right now, but ultimately overcome by emotion, guys. So I will see all of you very soon indeed. Thank you for tuning in here. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I appreciate that, guys, and I will catch you soon. But until next time, as always, Vejska, El Barça.